Hi, this is Kim Watson. Question I've got for you: are you taking your trading seriously? I see a lot of people trying and doing different things over the years, and I still see people doing exactly the same thing. They're trying, but they're fit amongst these sort of people. So you focus so much on the money that you're chasing just about everything. You're going from one thing to another thing. You look at different strategies. You're trying with training with different people. You think you're going to get it free from the website somewhere, and it'll be a magical pill, and all of a sudden you're going to be hitting the big time. Of course, unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there will tell you that's how you do it, in terms of you'll hit this magic pill and you'll hit the big time. Well, there is a magic pill of sorts out there, but it doesn't look like anything like they wrap up. Are you trading without any clear plan? Most people that are trading these days, if I ask to see their plans or look at their plans, they say, well, I'm just looking to make X amount a month or year or whatever else. They won't talk about the detail, how they come across the plan, what the plan is, the detail behind the plan. Are you trading without any clear strategies? A lot of people are literally taking on things which someone may have taught them there's a lot of things on YouTube. Some of it's really good, some of it's not. There's other things out there which is good and bad, and there's quite a mixture. But are you just trading with them almost blindly and following until they don't work for a few trades? Are you struggling with your trade management? Are you risking too much on some trades and not enough on others, finding yourself in a position where you've only taken a half size on a particular trade because you had a row of losses and it wins, and then you get another winner on half size, and then you increase the size, and of course you'll get another loser? Are you sort of struggling with how you're actually managing your trades? Are you currently struggling with the feelings, the emotions, and the actions taken? I mean, are you sort of revenge trading? One of the worst things that can happen to people is they lose a few bucks in the day, and the next thing is they want to make them back before the day's finished. That's what's out there. There's a lot of people that have at some parts of their trading career run through all of these. Not just there's no magic to it. It doesn't matter what's out there. There'll be people that have part or all of these things that they're chasing, or haven't chased properly. So what I'm talking about here is taking some serious steps. Now, this is just the beginning. You have to have a plan. Now, you've got to, in that plan, decide on the strategies you're going to use. So you've got to have clear strategies, what you're going to use, and understand the strategies. Don't just listen to some guru out there, me included, in terms of my strategies. You need to set out with clear and realistic expectations, of course, with what you're doing and with the strategies, and see what they're doing. And it all comes to, you need to have tested what you're doing. If you're just sitting there and you've never actually tested anything in terms of what you're doing, or you've just run it back a couple of trades, or you just live trade it forwards, you're never really going to know. You could have 10 losses in a row. I've mentioned this recently. You could have 10 losses on a row on a strategy that's perfectly good for making 20 or 30% a year. But unless you've tested it, you don't understand the randomness of trading that occurs there, and also how good you are at trading what you're testing. So there's lots to do here. As I say, this is a sort of first stage in taking serious steps, having the plan, and then building what's behind the plan. If you do this sort of large step, and it's several steps within it, you've got a better chance of trading without any emotion, just trading what you're seeing, just trading what you're doing, accepting what you're getting, and making life a whole lot easier for you. Now, I'll say now at this point, people that are looking to make 50, 100% a year, it's possible. How many people do it? Well, we know that a lot of traders are not doing it and have absolutely no chance of doing it. Many traders, I mean, it's a big thing within the trading world that traders burn out regularly 2 or 3 accounts. Some of them trade burn out their first account in a few days, weeks or months. Others sort of take it a little bit longer, but everyone burns out an account at some stage or another. It's the inevitability of trading without having the serious steps behind you. I give the example of the risk aspect in trading. If you're risking 1% as opposed to someone that's risking 10 or 20%, you've got a longer chance to actually stay in the game than they have. 20%, 5 trades, well, you probably won't even make the 5th trade. Probably 4 trades and you're out, or you that's it, you've lost. So it's bringing everything together. Now, one thing that I'm talking about, and I'm doing a webinar next weekend, is some back testing software. Very, very simple. It can be used completely manually, but it will record everything you're doing, and you can switch it to a system which stops you going back and cheating. You can only go forward from what you've done. So if you're using discretionary trades, which some of us, and I certainly use discretionary entries into trades, they are plan based, and they're proper logical ways of getting in a trade. But I might use one particular method for one particular setup and another method for another setup. So that might vary a little bit, but you can actually trade on and take the same way of doing things. Particularly, for example, if you're trading with pivots, and you might be wanting to trade down from the pivot to the R1. It's how you get into the positions, or if you're trading back to the pivot, again, how do you get into the positions? And you can test all this. This software will show you it. So anyway, I'm talking about backtesting as a whole, coming up next Saturday, the 13th of May, 10 o'clock UK time. So I'll put a link underneath this video. As I said, it's important to take serious steps. Unless you're going to continue down that road of winning, losing, clearing out accounts. If you get to the point where you feel that you're in that steady process and you think, I could actually make this, there are other alternatives in terms of what you can do to trade, as in other people's money. However, you've got to prove your ability first, and a lot of that won't start until you've got this initial plan in place. So this is where I'm going to leave it at the moment. I wish you a great week ahead, and do start planning. If you haven't already, write it down, type it out, whatever you prefer, but I find writing things down it makes a lot more sense. It tweaks the brain a little bit easier, and it becomes a bit more real. Set out the expectations, make it realistic, look at the strategies you're using, and if necessary, you might have to filter some of those down. You might need to work on them, hence the testing and the back testing and the forward testing, but that all comes in time. Okay, hope you found this video useful. I'll catch you soon. Take care. Bye for now.